It's Tuesday, August 21st. We are in AvivTEK College. My name is Ilan Zorman, the future charter president of AvivTEK, Rotary International eClub for high-tech professionals in Israel. Today, in AvivTEK College here, we will have a job talk with Alon Barnea. So please come with me to Alon's office. Alon is actually share the office of the president as the CEO of AvivTEK Yisumi, and here is Alon's office. So please meet Alon. Please come with me. And we are with Alon Barnea, and we will have a job talk for AvivTEK. So, Alon, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm pretty much a typical Israeli-born high-tech veteran for the last almost 3 decades now, spending my time with the Israeli high-tech arena, starting at Silicon Graphics, SGI Computer Systems in Israel, first opening the subsidiary in Israel and then managing the subsidiary for quite a few years. Then moved to the mobile space at a company called Starhome, developing solutions for roaming and delivering that to almost 400 mobile operators around the globe. And from then switched to the video space, opening a business unit at Radvision, one of the world leaders of high-end video conferencing solutions, recently acquired by Avaya. And then spent a few years as managing company for software development services, and about 3.5 years ago moved to AvivTEK, Tel Aviv Academic College for Engineering.
Wow, that sounds interesting, but your last point is need a little bit clarification. I mean, you are a high-tech person, and now you moved full-time to the academy. So, first of all, what does it take, and why did you decide to do that?
Like many things, like many good things, it starts with kind of good fortune. That, you're looking for something and finding something else. I had an idea to open a center that combines technology and performing arts. My wife has a dance studio and a dance school, and I had an idea that I wanted to implement with students doing their final projects, and that's how I came to AvivTEK. And while pursuing this idea, the president of the college came to me and said, you know what, we are looking for industry people to look at our strategic plan and try to take us forward, and a big step forward in terms of developing the college alongside with the industry. And I spent here a few months doing exactly that, revising the strategic plan, and the rest is history. Then I actually found myself here with a new challenge that really enthused me a lot, how to transform an academic institute to be an integral part of the high-tech environment, which is what I'm doing here for the last 3.5 years, and it creates a lot of activity, and I'm very happy with it.
Wow. Can you tell us a little bit what are the areas that you are looking for or you do project with?
Yeah, the AvivTEK is focused around engineering. That's all what we do. We have undergraduate programs for software engineering, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, medical engineering, and industrial engineering. And we also have a graduate school with 4 programs in systems engineering and energy engineering, service engineering, And now we are opening a new program in engineering and management of infrastructure systems. So around these domains, we have here 2,300 students. It's actually one of the largest engineering academic institutes in Israel. And we found few nuggets of, on one hand, excellence within the professional team, professional body here at AvivTEK, but also niches which are needed in the industry. So what we have done is actually open up small centers which are research, development, and industrial consulting for the industry. And we are kind of having this very interesting tandem of, on one hand, academic research, on the other hand, consulting, prototype development, proof of concepts, and all these kinds of activities that we are doing for a pay, for the industry and with the industry, and that really boosts a lot of the activities within AvivTEK and creates a lot of good things.
Wow. So right now you are in the heart of the Israeli high-tech, but I know that in the past you had a lot of experience doing international high-tech. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience and background in international high-tech? What happened with SGI or Star Home?
Yeah, actually, it's quite true. I never thought about it in this way, but really at every position that I had, there was kind of a unique element of international aspect to it. With SGI, Silicon Graphics, one of the interesting facts about it...
What was your position there?
I was initially the sales and marketing manager of the Israeli subsidiary when it was opened, and after a year and a half, I became the general manager of the SGI subsidiary in Israel. And my last role was part of the EMEA management team. One of the interesting things about SGI, and especially in the context of Israel as a market, that the first out of the US value-added resellers, i.e. companies who develop software solutions based on their platform, were actually Israeli. And it was very interesting to combine the Israeli high-tech environment with the US mothership, in a sense, entering into new domains for the company overall, like the automotive industry, like the medical equipment domain, which were at that point not known for the company in the States. So that was SGI, kind of international endeavor. With Star Home, it was by inception a global company, because serving 400 mobile operators, out of which 2 were in Israel. All the rest were all around the globe. And it was very interesting because it spanned between Europe and the Far East and the US, and also, interestingly enough, few customers in the Middle East. So that was Star Home. Same with Radvision, which was a global company by nature, where its largest customer was Cisco, actually, as an OEM. So every step of my professional life was really international by nature.
Great. So everyone can approach you and ask you more questions and actually to get some of your experience. Now, can you tell us a little bit about Hobbies, or first Hobbies and later what you are expecting to have a community service of AvivTEK?
Okay. 2 things kind of going beyond the day-to-day job. One is, of course, like I think most of the high-tech veterans, being involved with other organizations, like being on the board of the Israeli-America Chamber of Commerce. I'm also on the board of the Israel Mobile Association and the alumni of the Faculty of Engineering where I studied. But besides that, and I look at it as a hobby already, I'm very interested in being part of the kind of geeky environment here in Israel. It's a very active community which meets from time to time with all kind of crazy events, trying to build up stuff over a few days, etc. And I'm very involved with these activities as well. And not to forget the fact that I'm also the stage worker of my wife's dance group from time to time when they have performances. But going into really...
Just one point that I know, when you say dancing, can you say 2 sentences about what kind of dancing?
Yeah,
and what does she do?
The specialty of my wife, Ruthie, and actually my 2 eldest daughters are also involved with that, is flamenco. And they have one of the leading groups in Israel combining modern dance and flamenco. So that's a handful as well. As you mentioned, I believe that a club like Rotary should be involved, as it always does, with community, kind of community services or activities for the community. A club like AvivTEK should focus mainly on the strong points of its members, which, coming from the high-tech business, have a lot of experience in managing companies, in marketing, in developing activities, in getting into new markets. And that's where we can really add value to other organizations, non-for-profit, and for the benefit of the community organization. But to be honest, our extensive experience in management not always is enough, because we are not really familiar with the specifics of these kind of organizations. So with some kind of training, with some kind of help from the Rotary Club, we can actually become very efficient and really a powerful tool for these kind of organizations, and I would love to see Rotary get involved in this kind of activity.
So this is the Job Talk of Alon Barnea, right now from the AvivTEK College, and we are looking forward to see all your plans are coming through. Right. Thank you very much, Alon.
Thank you.
Alon, I see interesting pictures here. So what do we see, and why do you have these pictures in your room?
These 2 pictures were actually painted by Inbal, my daughter, as her final project at high school. She's a very sensitive lady, and this is all about the transparent people in society, that they have a lot in them, but they are not always noticed. She's a very sensitive lady, besides being a wonderful painter, I think.
Okay, so that's in line of a very sensitive AvivTEK Rotary Club. Thank you very much, Alon.
Pleasure.